are doing well. It's been a little bit, but as you can see, I have completed my newest Hexie cardigan, and I'm wearing it today. It's a little ruffled because I'm sitting, but it's done, and so I'm so excited. I have, whoops, sorry, probably gonna hit the mic a couple times. There we go. I have been wearing it a little bit, just once really. But I'm gonna wear it for a little bit here until you guys come in and see it for a little bit, and then I'll put it in the background. But yeah, I'm really excited to have finished it, and I'm also working on a new skill, which I'm really excited about, which is tapestry. It's something that ever since I learned about, I always wanted to know how to do. And I think I had tried one time in the past, like 2 little rows, and I gave up. And I was like, today's not the day for me to concentrate and do this. So I quit. And then I never went back until yesterday. I had kind of a rough day at work. So I got home and I was like, I need to decompress and I need to get my mind off work. So let me think about something else. And so I made my first little tapestry, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's a mushroom. And I may have made like 1 or 2 little mistakes, but for the most part, I did it pretty well. But I've also changed the way I change colors a little bit too since then. Um, but look at all the ends. I did not float the yarn, as you can tell, which I need to learn how to do. But anyway, so this is my first little tapestry that I made. There's a little tutorial on YouTube that I use. Arthur, you want your puzzle? Okay, we'll get it on the way here. Come on. It's a little early, but we'll go get it. Come on. Come on. My kitty gets his treat. Now I got something for him too. All right, let's see. Give you this. Right, you take yours. All right, and then kitty, come here. Let me open yours up. Where's the? Oh, right here. Scissors. Yeah, here you go. Let me throw this away. Yeah, here, take yours in your room. Come on, go. Here you go. Good job. Good job. Hi. All right. They are all good now. All good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, back. I did not put elastic in the cuffs yet. However, I did make them pretty long so that if they do stretch in the future, I can fold them back on themselves and still fit elastic into the cuffs. So that's my plan if they stretch over time a little bit. Because right now they're okay. They don't really need the elastic, but hello, welcome. All right, so today I'm working on another tapestry, but it is a jack-o'-lantern. And I worked on it yesterday afternoon and last night. I guess really last night. And I got to here. Hello. I'm not ignoring anyone. I said hello. But anyway, so this is the start of the little jack-o'-lantern. There's a piece of yarn in the front. That's his little smile. And so I need to do his nose and his eyes and all that stuff. So I'm going to attempt to work on that. And then I also got some new beads to make another beaded handbag. So all these are little tiny beads, and I also got some new beads. I got these, which I think are going to be really pretty, these hot pink beads, and these white ones are going to be glow in the dark beads. And then I'm going to line the inside with probably this fabric because it matches better, but I could use the butterflies too, but probably this one. So yeah, let me fix that. All right. So I'm going to work on my tapestry, and if that starts to bother me too much, I might work on a little bed for the cat because he's finally starting to like lay on things when I provide them. So I'm hoping that he will use a little pallet if I make him one. I haven't found a good pattern that I really love for a cat bed, so I think I'm just going to make him like a little round or square little bed. I need to make him like a little rectangle one. Kitty, what are you doing? Are you playing with the puppy while he's trying to do his puzzle? Little one, kitty, meow. Come here, meow. He responds better to meows than anything. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Michelle, you know what? I haven't done this. I need to. I don't know if I had you or didn't. There we go. Kitty, are you bothering the puppy dog? I gave you a treat too. Don't bother him. The dog's being fine, but I just see the cat jumping around in the same room, and I'm like, he's got to be bothering him. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, he's not listening now. He listened to the first meow and didn't listen this time. Hi, Ivy. How are you? And thank you. Yes, I'm so excited. Hi, Jane. How are you? Josie, how are you? Hello, everybody. Glad maybe some people did get a notification. Yeah, but I finished my Halloween hexie, so it's all done. And like I said, I left the cuffs like super long, so if they do stretch out, I'll be able to fold them back on themselves and sew elastic inside. So I think I like that idea. I think I'm going to keep making my cuffs a little longer than normal and keep them like that just in case they stretch out, you know. But I'm doing tapestry. Anybody know what this is? It's a jack-o'-lantern. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Well, it will be. It's a smile. But this is my second attempt at tapestry. You want to see the back? It's horrifying. It's really, really quite horrifying. But I know I could float the yarn, but I'm not great at that. And so I might try it again, but I'm not great at it. So I've been just like changing colors and tying off. But anyway, so that's that. And here's my first little tapestry I did. And there's a tutorial on YouTube to learn how to do this little mushroom. And that's where I learned to do the tapestry, was that little tutorial. And so this was my first little one that was successful. I did one time that was like this long and or this wide, and I stopped because I couldn't figure it out, and it was like a different tutorial, and I got frustrated. I was like, not today. And then yesterday, I got home from work. I had a bad day at work, and I got home, and I was like, I got to do something. I got to crochet. And so I was like, I'm going to learn something. So I learned the tapestry. And then I bought this jack-o'-lantern pattern on Etsy, and it's just like a basic face with like the triangle eyes and triangle nose. I think I have a picture somewhere. And then I kind of went a little crazy because, like I said, I had a bad day. So I bought 3 tapestry patterns yesterday. And oh yeah, here we go. I can show you. Here. Ta-da! This is what it's hopefully going to look like when it's done. And I may go in there and like help some of the color changes out, but we'll see. So far I haven't like sewn over anything, but I could like smooth them out if I really want to. But hopefully it'll look like this, and I probably will do the black tassels and everything, and I have the dowel to put everything on. And let's see, what are the other patterns that I bought yesterday? That one is called the Pleasant Pumpkin, if you're looking for it on Etsy. It has a chart and like written instructions, which is nice. About a monarch tapestry. However, I'm not going to do monarch colors. I'm going to do yellow and black because that butterfly is really special to me, and that was really the reason I wanted to learn tapestry, was to make a butterfly. So and now I can make anything, which is, I think, is awesome. Like tapestry, you can basically make anything you can make a pixel grid out of, right? So I think that's cool. I just got to find like the right like website or whatever. I'm trying not to hit the microphone here. And then I bought one more, but it's like a lavender pattern. It's like a little flower lavender pattern. It's cute. So I'm excited. We're going to work on the jack-o'-lantern today. All right. So if I can get comfortable over here now that I've given the dog all the things. You can create your own with grid paper. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Josie. I was like, I could get craft paper and do it, because I've thought about trying to do it with beaded stuff before, but the thing about the bead stuff is it's not like straight lines. They're like off from each other a little bit. And so it wouldn't work. It's like, I guess I could like cut them up and glue them back together the proper way. But I'm not going that far. I think the girl is actually working on like a website to be able to do designs on, which is awesome. So anyway, but the bead crochet, I wish I could do that on, but this, I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can just get graph paper and work out like different patterns. I'd love to make my dad like some stuff from the university that he used to work at, and I'd love to probably make my mom's, like, it's so versatile. You could just make anything. I love it. Hi, Shima. How are you? Hi, Shoto. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hi, guys. I might be a little, the animals are playing. I might be a little distracted doing the tapestry today because there's like a lot of back and forth, but I'm going to try my best. Like I said, I have other things to work on if this is a complete disaster while streaming. All right, where's my hook? It's over here. I moved everything before I started. I haven't pulled it out again. All right, so this. I'll put my row counter on, but I may or may not use it because I'm also marking them off here. I hope everybody's doing good today. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited to have my cardigan finished, you guys. And I wore it to Hobby Lobby the other day. It was like the first day I had finished it. I got to wear it to Hobby Lobby. I was like, yay. I haven't worn it like to work or anything. But all right, this row is all singles, so I can just chill on this row. Thankfully, it's just orange on this row. I don't have to skip back and forth. But tapestry is really easy. I don't know why I thought it was going to be so hard. I think it was just because it's like a right side and a wrong side, and I was confused by that part, I guess. And how would you make the image look right when you're going back and forth? But really, it's not difficult. All you have to do is make sure you pull the yarn to the correct side and change colors, and you're good. So I recommend it if you're thinking about it. Hi, Zora. Welcome. Also, you guys, I don't know. I haven't looked in a little bit, but if you haven't already, please subscribe because we hit just barely 700 subscribers like 2 days ago, and then it went back down like 6, and then it went back up to 700 again today. So hopefully we get a couple more today and it'll stay above 700, but that is awesome. I'm so thankful for you guys. I never thought that I would really get any, and so it's amazing to me to have anything. And then every time, especially since over like 500, every time it goes up another 100 or whatever, I really after 100, it's like, oh my goodness. And I really do. I celebrate every time. I'll get a little piece of cake or something and celebrate, because it really is something to celebrate. I'm really thankful for you guys. So thank you for being here. And I hope that, we have lots more fun things in the future to do. I am working on some exciting things. So some new things. So I've got some new plans going on, especially after my rough day yesterday at work. I've got some new ideas and some new thoughts, and I'm hoping to put some of those into action this weekend. So I will let you know as soon as I do that. Trust me. I just don't want to jinx it by going ahead and saying what it is yet. But I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I do. And I'm excited about it. Oh, I also got, so I don't know if you guys have seen this pillow that I've made. Some of you guys have. But it's literally just like a white pillow form that I made granny squares that would fit and put around it, and then single crocheted them together. I got 2 more pillow forms the other day. They had them at Walmart, which I was kind of surprised by, so I snatched them up. They are like pretty much about the same price as they are at other places, or at Hobby Lobby anyway. They like $5 or $6 a piece. I think it was 11 or 12 for the 2-pack of like a basic square pillow, and I got a 2-pack. And I would like to make some Halloween pillows, maybe like this, but I may not do that right now. I think what I'm probably gonna do is either make Christmas pillows, so like Christmas granny square pillows, or I'm going to make like a rainbow one and a Christmas. But I don't know. I'd rather have 2 rainbows and 2 Christmas. It may depend on if I can find them again when I go to the store this weekend. And I want to cover them maybe in fabric before I do it this time, because this one I didn't, but it has like a zipper cover underneath it technically. So if I like cut this off, I could, which I should probably try to put a zipper in it, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't really care that much. I guess I'll just like cut it off if I need to and redo it. But I forgot to say, with my new beaded bag that I'm going to do in hot pink and glow in the dark white. There we go. And probably this fabric on the inside because it matches the beads really well. I also am going to try something adventurous other than lining it. Guess what I bought? Hold on. I bought a zipper. So I'm going to try my best to put a zipper in there. Let me see if this is even long enough compared to this one. I'm going to use a smaller hook, so hopefully it's going to be long enough. Yeah, I think it'll be just long enough with a smaller hook, hopefully. It's like almost perfect in this one. And so I'm hoping if I use a smaller hook, it'll be right. But I'm gonna really try to put a zipper in it because I think I'm gonna keep this pink one and it'll be my first attempt at a zipper in there. So I'm excited to try it. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Josie. Never count your losses, right? That's exactly right. Wait, exactly right. Yep. That's why I haven't said anything for the past couple days because I was like, I'm not making a post about hitting 700 because I know how it is. I know they just do this. I usually don't really look at them very often unless I'm getting kind of close, and then I'll kind of watch it a little bit, like to a milestone or whatever, what I consider a milestone. And so I have been watching it lately, but normally I don't watch it because I know if you watch it, it'll drive you nuts. Just advice, it will. Don't watch those numbers. They'll drive you nuts because they'll go up 3 and down 6 and up 7 and down 8. You know what I mean? Just don't watch them. It's just nuts. And lots of people have lots of theories on why that happens, but I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. It's just, just always just hold off for a minute, on the I made it post because you just never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. When you check your analytics, it doesn't show that you lost any subs, so maybe they hold the subscribers to make sure they aren't bots. See, that's one of the things that I think I've heard maybe was something about maybe that they either that or maybe that YouTube is. Let me know if my thing is like rubbing the mic. I'll take it off. My hexie. But I will. Or they say that you check it and I don't even know what the heck I was saying. But basically, what did you say? That'll remind me. To hold the subscribers to make sure they ain't bots. Thank you. So basically, I've heard that, and then I've heard that maybe when you hit a milestone, they go through and check to make sure that they're real. I've heard that too. So you never know. Could be anything. Hi, Rosalie. How are you doing? Have you seen my cardigan? I got it kind of pushed over because I'm trying not to hit my microphone. But have you seen? I'm still considering one day trying to add cuffs to the bottom to make it I don't know. I guess maybe when I figure out the elastic thing, maybe I'll try that. But yeah, let's see. My name is Amy, and I am crocheting a tapestry right now. I need to check the pattern now. I finished that row of singles, but I'm working on my little jack-o'-lantern tapestry. It's a little crooked right now. And let's see, what are we on? Get the marker so I can mark on my pattern on my iPad here. All right, row 22 is done. We are on row 23, so I need 22 pumpkin colors. Okay. Pumpkin colored kind of confuses me, but I know it's orange, but it's just written as pumpkin. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? Didn't see you there. I think the dog's back in there checking his treats again, make sure his little puzzle is empty. And I think the cat is watching. Oh, nope, there they come. The cat was in the other room. I'm gonna have to take this off because I know it's rubbing the microphone. And I can't keep tucking it behind me, but that's okay because I can just sit it behind me on this clothing rack. That's what I'm gonna do in a second. Ah, what are you doing? You chasing the doggy? Don't chase the doggy, please. Ow! Ew! 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 All right, we'll do this and put it behind us on this little rack that I brought. Ooh. There we go. How does everybody store their hexie cardigans? Do you hang them? Is that bad for them? Probably stretches them, right? Do you fold them up? Like most crocheted things, I would imagine. Can we see it just a little bit? Yeah, that's good enough. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. I'm not even going to bother to look. It's not important. I appreciate you guys. Josie, I should make you a mod. I don't know why I haven't. I'm careful about it, but I trust Josie. I like Josie. And Josie, you saved me. I don't know if you saw it, but girl, you saved me on making that cardigan because I lost my favorite hook that I used to make it. And I was like, not even halfway done, I think. And I was like, oh no. And I had these other hooks, which I'm using now, and I've kind of adjusted back to, but I was like, I am not using those hooks. They're terrible. So I pulled out the lighted hook and I used it on the rest of the cardigan. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have thoroughly enjoyed it and still am. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make you a mod as well, Tracy. Because I also do like to be able to talk to my mods in other areas, and I can do that with you too. So, like on Instagram or whatever. Yes, thank you. Hello. Hello, Kenna. How are you? I'm good. I'm working on a little, sort of little, jack-o'-lantern tapestry. There were so many cute tapestries I wanted to do. However, the other, I think, two that I wanted to do were like, which I think is silly now that I think about it, they were multiple colors, like maybe 3 or 4 colors. But I had kind of forgotten I already did a 4-color like learning. But anyway, it just would have been a lot, I think, for my first project to do a big, like, multiple colored tapestry. So I picked the 2-color one for the first one. But there was a cat one, like a cat ghost holding a pumpkin that I want to do, especially now that I have my new kitty and my tuxedo kitty. And I would love to do. It was another jack o' lantern one that was really cool. That had like a gray background and a witch's hat on it and stuff. But I thought, let me just try to buy like a more simple tapestry pattern and see how I can do with it. And so far, so good. All right, let me see. What am I supposed to be doing? How many? 22? I'm not counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This will be 19. Okay. 19. Thank you. Hi, Shima. I saw you, but I was doing things. I'm sorry. sorry. Saw you, but I got distracted there. All right, that was 19. So this will be 20. Is anybody working on anything? 21, 22, and then let me see. Switch colors? Yep. I was doing the method where you switch colors in like the stitch before. So instead, for example, if I'm doing like 22 stitches like I am now, I would be doing like 21 and stop and then change colors. But I'm not doing it that, or like halfway through and stop. But instead, I do a full stitch and then go in through the back, sort of, 2 loops, and leave my little loopy up here, and then go through like these back sideways posts, and then I change my colors that way. And I think it's a little bit cleaner of a look than the other way. I'm not really positive, but I did it a different way on the first one, and as you can see, the color changes are very sloppy. So I tried to make it better on this one, but we'll see. And if it really bothers me that badly, I will like sew over the edges and make it look neater if I absolutely have to. But I don't want to do that because that would take a lot of time on this piece, I feel like. Maybe not, but on certain ones it definitely would take time. All right, let me cut the orange for a sec. I know I can float it, I don't like doing it. 11. So do this. So then I finish my single crochet and then I can pull that loop out that I had. And then I can just tie them in. I don't have to tie them in a little knot, but I am just so I don't have huge tails. And I think what I'm going to do is cover the back with fabric. So even though it'll probably just hang on a wall and nobody's ever going to see the back, I think it would be nice to cover it with some kind of fabric and then make it into the wall hanging. I think would be the best idea. So let me mark off 22 of those. Do the black ones. I guess this is, what part is this? The nose? The bottom of the nose? Ooh, we're on the bottom of the nose. Good. 4, 5. Like the stitch before, but I tend to forget to do that. That's what I'm used to doing. And I'm used to also, instead of going under both loops, I'll go sometimes under just the, I guess it's the back loop. and then pull up my other color. And sometimes that can look a little cleaner than going under both loops, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I said, I can't, like I'm trying to see if this is really much cleaner, but it's kind of hard to tell. Hold on, what do we think? Anybody think that the color changes? Ignore this little red stitch. I think I made an error. I think that was my fault. But do we think the color changes are neater on this or on this? I think they are a little neater on the orange. And then this side, that side's more neat looking. But I think they're a little neater potentially on the orange one. Not perfect, obviously, but potentially a little bit better on the orange. MJ, how are you doing? You're awake for now. I'm just teasing you. But I think they're a little neater there. Oh, the pets are chasing each other again. I love that y'all are playing. Just be nice to each other, please. All right, we'll get some coffee. You want to come cuddle? I know there's no space for you. There's so much yarn. I'm sorry. I have 2 different baskets with 2 colors. I'm sorry about it. Oh, Kitty wants to play still. Arthur, are you okay? Yeah, I think you're okay. Kitty, be nice. Arthur, you want to come here? You rescued? Okay. Yeah, Kitty was looking at him kind of funny. It's okay, Kiki. You go play. I'll turn on your little electric toy if you want while I finish stream, and then I'll play with you. I've already played with you a couple times this morning, but I'll get you. Yes, for now. That is right. Oops. Hey, baby, you're okay. He's doing his meow. You okay? Yeah, you lay down. Okay, you just talking once. All right. But I ignore my color changes. But I also made my little cup koozie that I was working on to match my cardigan. I used to make granny stitch once, but I can't remember exactly how I did it. So I've got to remember how. Hello, welcome. Hello. And then, like I said, I want to make the pink bag. I was going to string beads before this, but then I realized I've got to count like, 150 or something. And I was like, I'm not doing that 5 times, counting to 150 on stream while talking to people. No, thank you. Sounds not that difficult, but really, it's hard to keep count when you're chatting. It can be challenging. Let's put the yarn down there for now. All right, which one is this? Orange yarn? All right, give me 1 second, and then we'll go back to doing what we were doing. Rita, hi! How are you doing this morning? Look at my cardigan. Look at my cardigan. Hold on, let me... Wait. Sleeve, first of all. Wait. Let me pull it properly so that it actually is at the top. Yeah. There we go. Cardigan. I finished my big cardigan I've been working on forever. It's really not that big on me. It's actually like pretty good size. Pretty perfect, I think. But I finished it. I know MJ had already seen it, so I didn't show her. All right, let's see. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably had seen it as well. So I gotta finish these stitches in black. But it's also nice to change color in that last one, because then, like I said, like you were saying, you don't have to remember to like change colors in the previous one and not do that stitch, because I would often forget and have to pull it back, Go get on your bed, buddy. Good boy. All right. Did I plug it in? No, I didn't. Let me plug it in. All right, then we'll be good to go. Finish these 11 stitches. Crap, what is my foot always cramped? It's because it's crammed up under me. I need to stop doing that. There we go. Hello, Robin. Welcome. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am, like I said, I know I keep saying I just had a heck of a day yesterday. And I kind of my future with all of that stuff is kind of uncertain right now, which is scary, but I'm trying to be positive and make my own plans and maybe work on some little side things, and hope that that works out. I'm just going to manifest that that works out at least for a little while, you know? So, if anything happens anyway. I'm not saying it will, but just in case anything happens to my job, by no fault of my own, just life and what happens sometimes when people get older. But um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully everything will be good and I can make a little extra money on the side doing crochet stuff. Like I have been, but maybe to a bigger extent. Hopefully, hopefully. Oh, thank you. Yes, I love the Halloween decorations. It's one of my favorite times to decorate for. And I decorate a little early for most people. I decorate September 1st because, as you can see, even just by this angle, I have decorations basically all over my home. And so, mostly in the dining room and living room, but I have them in other places as well. And so I like to keep them up for longer than a month. I think 1 month is not enough for all the money that I have paid for all these things and all the time that I put into putting them up and the love that I have for them. So I keep them up for 2 months instead, which is a lot for some people. But my husband this morning was like, "Wait, it's just October now? We've had this stuff." I was like, "Honey, we've had it up for 1 month." And he was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yes." It has only been 1 month. Hey, Mirabelle, how are you? Hey, Magic Frog, how are you doing? Oh, I don't think I have been live since Magic Frog and I met in the chat, but you guys, Magic Frog is a new YouTuber. And so if you guys crochet and are into like tutorials and fun stuff like that, you should definitely follow her because she has one that I definitely want to try, which is her little can koozie with a frog on it. I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. I also want to make a frog too. So those would be two things good to go together. Um, and so I would like to do that. Maybe, oh, those would be good Father's Day things to go in Father's Day gifts for my grandfather, whose name is Kermit, and my father, who also enjoys frogs and used to have a business kind of associated with frogs. So that would be really good uh, little things to throw in their gifts this year. But yeah, and she's really sweet. So your birthday is September 5th. You try to have some kind of Halloween decor up. Oh, there you go. I don't blame you. There you go. If you like it and it's your birthday, you do it. That's right. Oh, you're welcome, Magic Frog. I said I would, and I just remembered, and told her the other day, I said, I'm gonna shout you out on my channel. I don't, and nobody feel ever offended because I don't make posts often promoting other people just because you have to be careful sometimes because sometimes people will use you or whatever. And so I'm kind of careful about doing that kind of thing. And I very rarely will unless I'm like doing a collab with you or something like that. Or if like I want a giveaway or something like for Josie, I did her because I won her giveaway and I wanted to shout her out and everything. But, and Amanda and stuff like that. But otherwise, I'm really careful. But I like to definitely, while I'm here, you know, encourage everybody to follow each other and all that kind of good stuff. Definitely, definitely. Whoops for the holidays. Your decorations are awesome this weekend. You're going to decorate. You love decorating. I know, I do too. My husband is more into the Christmas. That's his thing. He helps me with Christmas, of course. That's his holiday. He has a whole little Christmas village, you guys, that he loves, and it's really sweet because it's magical to him, and it's his favorite little holiday, and so I love it. And it takes up our whole kitchen table. Uh, we need a better place for it one day. But again, we live in a rental and like we know we're not going to be here forever. So we try not to get like huge pieces of furniture that we know we're going to have to move out of the house. But it would be nice to have like a really large piece to be able to display some of that on. But anyway, we'll just have to wait. But it's very fun. And so I love to decorate too. But definitely fall is my favorite. But he loves the Christmas. And so it's fun for me too because he makes it fun for me. Because sometimes Christmas is honestly a bit sad for me. Because growing up, sometimes I had so sad memories at Christmas, but I feel like he has always tried to make Christmas so special for me, and that's and every holiday really he always has. I'm not trying to brag on my hubby, but he really has. That's one thing about him I will brag on is he's always tried to make holidays very special for me and things that I didn't get to do as a child, like dye Easter eggs or carve pumpkins. He would make sure that we did on like a date or something, you know. So every year we carve pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. So he is real sweet and does all that stuff. We didn't dye eggs this year, but we do usually, or last year I don't think, but usually for for like 10 years, you know, we've dyed eggs and carved pumpkins and done all the things. Oh, you want to make a Halloween? That would be really cool, Robin. I think at Michael's they have some kind of stuff like that. Some little Halloween village. Like, I think they may have little houses, but they may also have like just like figurines you may want to include in there. You know, if you didn't want to use like their houses and wanted to more make them or something. Um, but yeah, you'll have to check that out because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that in like years past. Their little village sets, especially for like Halloween and stuff, right? So yeah, that sounds really cool. Oh, kitty cat! I know he went over there to his window. I was scratching my leg, so I didn't get to pet him. I'm sorry, bud. My ankle was itchy. I'm sorry, but you're laying in your window now. That's what I want to do is make him a little pad because there's a little table right there at the window and it's like hard and and so I have this whole skein of this left over from when I made some stuff like a year ago for an order, and it's the Bernat Mystical line, and it's like this bluey color, so it'll work because he's a boy. And I want to make basically like a rectangle to fit over the little table so that it's at least got a little cushion to it. I tried to put a blanket on it, and he like because I had folded it so much to make it small, he was like, no. I think it was too squishy. He didn't like it or something. But I think maybe he'll like a little like pad. I also put a towel down folded in the bathroom while I got ready this morning, and he laid on that. So I was like, oh, maybe. So I'm gonna try it because that's backup plan if I stop wanting to count this right now is to work on that. I was gonna make him a round bed, but for now I think I'm gonna make him that little pallet thing. Don't steal my yarn or not my basket of yarn. He's not bad about the yarn itself. If he's in a mood and it's moving, he may grab it. But other than that, he's not too bad. And I'm really good about throwing my little scrappies away in my little trash can over here. What are you doing? Oh, you see my stitch marker dangling. No, baby. I'll pet you if you want, or I'll turn on your little toy, or you can come over here and visit. No, get off my rolly cart, boy. He's on my rolly cart. You're gonna get sprayed. Okay, see this? The power of just showing him the water squirter is magical. I did not squirt him, as you probably heard. It did not squirt. He got off. spray the cat with that a few times, and then threatening works good enough. Stay off of it now. Don't come back now. Don't make me sound stupid because I just said. Look, let me show you. The one. Look, water bottle. You're gonna get it. I'm pointing it at you. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. That's right. Go lay on your blankie I put down. Or go upstairs or something. Go have fun. I played and played with you this morning. Every time I wasn't doing something, I was playing with you and petting you. What? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he's like, Mom, why are you not doing that now? Guys, he's getting fixed next week. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. So we'll see what happens. Let me go back in the chat for a minute. I think you guys are mostly talking to each other, but I think you're talking to me. You never got to dye Easter eggs. That's so sweet of your husband. No, I never did. And like the sad thing is, like, my mom always had like good intentions, and it's not, I never like blame her or anything. She had really bad health pretty much after I was born. So she had good intentions. Like we had Easter egg dye stuff. Like literally, we were cleaning out one of their closets the other day and found some. Like we had it. It was just that Mom didn't feel good or whatever, and so we just never got it. And she wanted to be a part of it, so it was like you can't do it by yourself because I want to be there and experience with you, kind of thing. So don't do it by yourself or you'll get in trouble. And so it would never happen. Same thing with the pumpkin carving. I'm pretty sure we had pumpkin carving kits that just never got used, So she had all the intention to do it with me, but it just never happened. And so it was very sweet of Mac to do it with me all those years and still to do it with me. We're still going to carve pumpkins this year. I'm going to flick my little notification from my hubby away. talking to me on Facebook or sending me something on Facebook. I don't know. Sorry, I'm wiggling, you guys. I'm just going back in the chat. You crochet that Nightmare Before Christmas book? Yeah. Your sister is going to make a village. Oh, that's awesome, Josie. Those are so cool. Yes. Are those the ones from your videos, right? Yeah. You made a jacket. Okay, Zero Robin. That's so awesome. I feel like anybody that makes dolls is so talented. Yes, Arthur's here. I'm petting him. Hi, Sonia. I missed you, but there you are. Oh, there you are. I see you at the top now, scrolling. Now I see you. Hi, Sonia. How are you? I finished my Hexie cardigan, my big orange and black one here. Keep saying big, but really it just fits pretty perfect. Aw, it's all right, Rita. You know, it just is life, but it is part of my little journey that my mom has been sick for a lot of my life, and she has fibromyalgia and a lot of other things, and but that's like one of the main things, and so it's just always been that way. I did some dance recitals by myself, you know, and like dad can't come backstage with you to help you get ready at dance, right? So usually they would tell another mom who only had one child, they would say, can you please help her if she needs help? Um, but for the most part, I kind of just wanted to do it by myself. I was kind of like maybe middle school and younger age. So I guess I was like right late elementary. So I was like right at that age where I was a little like timid about like who, you know, bodies or whatever. And so I just wanted to go do it by myself kind of thing. And so I would do my own little makeups and all that little stuff. But it taught me to, you know, do that kind of stuff. And I wish you would think it would have made me a little more independent, but it didn't. It did, but it didn't. It did, but it didn't. Yeah, it did, but it didn't. Yeah, you good boy. You my baby. We need to trim your toes. Your front toes are a little long. Your back toes look okay. But we'll probably trim both. Hi, give me the paw. All right, you want to crochet the tapestry some more? Your brother's coming to lay on the couch, I think. Let me move this out of his way. Because you never know with that brother. He might roll over that kitty cat. He likes to do that. You don't really do that as much. Sometimes you roly-poly-oly. But yeah, Arthur looks so cute with all the orangery. He does. I've always thought he looks really good in like warm tones. I agree. Because he's had red collars, and the only reason I don't like keep his collar on all the time is because one, it's not that comfortable for him, and his dad always takes it off at night, so I forget to put it back on. But two, it also has my phone number, and I don't really want my phone number to be flashed on the live stream because it's kind of far away, but you just never know what people write. So it's probably just best that he just doesn't wear it while he's in the house. But he does. He's got a nice red collar and a nice red bow tie that look really good on him. And I've always thought he would look very handsome in like a nice hot pink like this, you know, but his daddy won't allow it. His daddy will not allow it. So cute. Oh, he does good with all the orange. Yes, he does, Torton. He's so cute with all the oranges. You Halloween boy? I'm sorry, my hair got him. You only do the collar when Dexter is outside or if we're away. Yeah. I've gotten little one his on right now because I'm trying to get him used to it because he's going to go get neutered next week. So I've been putting it on him every now and again and letting him kind of wear it and get used to it while I'm around. But I'm hoping that he'll be good when he goes. I know they'll take it off during surgery, but I just want him to have like some kind of identification on him, I guess. He's going to get chipped and everything, but still. Until that time, he's going to be, you know, just there. And I'm nervous because he's never been in a car before, you guys. And so I'm really scared because he was an outdoor cat and everything. So he's literally never been to the vet before. This will be his first trip. Everything's getting done, you know, and so nervous for him. He'll be okay, right? But I'm just nervous for the healing and him not jumping. I'm really nervous because that means I'm going to have to kind of confine him and he's not going to, I can't imagine he's going to like that. It'll be like a room but it's one room, not a house like he's used to, right? So I'm nervous about all that. So wish me luck with confining my kitty next week. If I'm not streaming, it's because I'm dealing with the kitty. Oh, you got a flashing Halloween bow tie, Betsy. That sounds so cute. Oh my goodness. Miss Rivera, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry if I just yelled at anybody with headphones. I really didn't mean to. I'm usually quite quiet. I'm sorry. I'm the person in the restaurant, like, excuse me, what was that? I'm very soft spoken most of the time. Sometimes I get a little excited on here. And also usually drink coffee right before I come on. That doesn't help. I hope you're doing well, Miss Rivera. I know you're working. Hopefully not for too much longer. I hope you don't have to work overtime today. I did yesterday. Just a little bit. All right, this row is almost done. And then I think we're just going to be making the nose smaller from here on out, the little triangle. So I'd imagine a stitch less on each side, but we'll see what the pattern says. Dexter, and I'm pretty sure, you guys, if you didn't want to buy this pattern, this would be pretty easy to recreate, I would imagine, or like a smiley face, or you know what I mean, like with a graph paper. I'm pretty sure most people could figure out how to like draw one of those, especially if we crochet, right? We got that. We can do that. And Josie, gosh, the talent on that woman. We're all talented, and I don't mean that in like, but she does nails also, and she can take those tiny little brushes and paint those tiny little images, which I just think is amazing. I'm so envious of people that can paint well. I wish that I could. I'll have to show you guys some of my little, I was going to say trash paintings, but I won't call them that. Some of my little paintings someday that I did like in high school, and some that I've did, but they're not, you can tell they're not very good. I'm the only thing I'm like good at is like blending colors. That's literally it. I'm not good at like where lighting hits and like all that kind of stuff. I used to be able to look at an image and trace it pretty well, but the thing about it was, and I don't know why, and I don't know if I'm the only person like this, but I can't draw unless I'm in like this specific mood or something. And then I was able to draw good, and I couldn't like put myself in that mood or whatever it was. I couldn't like recreate that. It just had to happen. And so there were like times where I did some really cool things. Like I drew a Tweety Bird from like this photo album my mom had, and I like recreated it on paper. And they all thought I had traced it. And I was like, no, I drew it. And then I was like, look at the size difference. Like, how would I have traced it? And they were like, oh, okay, yeah. And she kept it and framed it and whatever. And like a couple things like that I was able to do that I'm like, I don't know how I did that other than I was in like this creative mood, and somehow it allowed me to draw well. And if I'm not in said creative mood, it is not happening. And I don't understand it at all. Am I the only one? Dexter jumps onto your work meeting sometimes thinking putting his bow. Have him show up at the meeting. You know what? I just realized the dog's bow ties will work for the cat. My cat and my dog are like essentially the same size. Little one, I have a red bow tie that will match your red color. Next time, little buddy. Next time, that'll be your little outfit. I also have some bat wings, but I don't know if I can't remember if they're made for a cat or a dog. But I'm not sure if either one of them will tolerate them. But I have some bat wings. And Arthur has footless footy pajamas that are black with candy corns on them, but he hates them. So I put them on him one time and that was it. I wish he would let me put clothes on him, but he just hates it. I would like to try to make him one final thing, which is like a sweater, but like a loose one, and see if he would wear that. But that probably be the only thing I would try. Hi, Moonrose. How are you doing? Look, Moonrose. I gotta show Moonrose because she helped me because she was like, you better finish that. You better stop making voodoo dolls and you better finish. So look. I did. I finished it. I did it. So now I can do other things. So I'm working on this jack-o'-lantern tapestry right now. My second ever tapestry. So I am quite excited. All right, let's see. 24 is what I'm on, and I need 21. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 10. Good. I need 11 more. Aw, thank you. 11, 12. I'm hoping we can get the nose done. 13, 14. It's not that many rows. 15, 16. It's just that they're like 50 stitches wide. This will be 17, 18. Checking again. 19, 20. I need some chapstick or something. 20, 21. I'll get some in a second. 21. All right. I need to switch colors here. I did not tie this one off. Let me do that. I can tell it's loose. Tie it. I always try to look back every row to make sure I don't have a tail sticking on this side, because when I first made the mushroom one to practice, I had like a tail sticking out and I luckily could pull it. But anyway, and if you're wondering why I have this huge knotted thing, it's extra string so that I can hang it on a piece of wood if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm going to keep it because it's my first one, and I don't often keep my first things. Like, I don't think about keeping like my first one of so and so or my first ever project or whatever. So I'm going to try to keep that as my first tapestry that I made. You want to make the voodoo doll, Rita? Oh, you should. It's so they're really, really easy. Honestly, I think almost any like basic doll pattern would work for a voodoo doll. Where's my? I'm looking at that one. I don't want to get it, but I'm going to. I'm going to get it for you, Rita. Because if you don't want to buy a pattern, I don't know. I didn't look really online. And Rosalie, if you have a pattern, feel free to speak up. If anybody has one, please feel free to speak up. But I didn't look on YouTube, so I'm not sure. But basically any doll pattern would work. Very basic tubular shaped arms, you know. I'm not going to give away, but you know what I'm saying, 6 or 8. And you build up, right? And then these are crocheted on, but you could easily sew them on instead of figuring out that kind of math. A round head, like a ovalish body. Ta-da! You know? So they be, you know, pretty easy. The worst thing to me was using this small like 4 weight and making the tiny arms. That was the worst part. So I do want to make more, and I still want to make like a rainbow one or something, but I'm not sure how to do it yet, because I was going to do like different colored stitches, but then I didn't like how that looked. I think I need like a thread that changes colors really often, and like rainbow, and then it would look cool or something. But I would like one so that I could like use it as my little pin thing. I mean, I have like a magnetic thing, but still, I don't know. It would be cool to have that, I feel like. A pretty one, you know, a cute one. Oh, your dog has to hug everyone. She's so big it scares people. Try her best to contain her. She hugged the post girl once and blessed them. The big dogs can be scary. I'm used to the little dogs. I've had like in my life, I've had short-legged beagles and I've had chihuahuas. So I'm used to the smaller end of the spectrum as far as dogs are concerned. I've had 2 chihuahuas, including Arthur, and 2 beagles growing up. So, whew, and mostly a lot of cats too. But man, I understand the big dogs can be scary. My best friend has a pit bull, so like I love the pit bull to death. I love her so much. She's the sweetest girl, and it was always fun riding around with her and my friend, right? Because nobody was messing with me and my friend with the pit bull in the back, you know. Even though she's the sweetest heart, you know, people aren't gonna mess with you. Aren't gonna mess with you quite as much anyway when you have a big dog of any type with you. Oh yeah, you should definitely try it, Rita. Like I said, it's very easy, and I feel like you could kind of make it without a pattern if you really want to, you know. Here was a free one on Pinterest. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, thank you. Your dog make it. Yes. Let's see. Huge, but she would never hurt anyone. Her husband is a small dog, and his dog is the balls. Oh, just balls. That's so sweet. My in-laws have pretty decent sized dogs. And my husband had what I considered to be a large dog. I forget, not a Brittany Spaniel. He was black and white, but some kind of spaniel, large spaniel. And his name was Eddie, and he was very sweet. And my husband grew up with him and just loved him to death. And so anyway, he was a big dog, but he was sweet. He would never jump on you or anything. But if he did, he would have scared. He was also like that. He was just very sweet. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Big old man. The worst thing he wanted to do was look in the oven and find out what you were cooking that night. I think he'd get into stuff on occasion, but I think one time my husband said when he was younger that he got into his ADD medicine, which is really bad. And the only reason they figured it out, I think, was because the dog was like pacing. And me and my husband were joking the other day because the dog was okay. And it's okay. It's been like, 20 years. We can laugh about it now. But I told him, I said, you know what Mister was doing, right? He was sitting there thinking about, when's that turkey coming out of the oven? When is Thanksgiving? When is it? Because that was his favorite time of year, was Thanksgiving, when the turkey. I'm trying to get you over here. Come on. I had to make room for him to get up here. He was mad he couldn't get up here. He will let you know. If he wants to get up here and he cannot, he will say, Mother. And if you leave him like outside on his lead or anything, or just leave the room and leave, he doesn't like that, he will let you know. What are you doing? Are you looking at my stuff? I'm going to get some coffee while I'm done for a minute. I had to look at my pattern because I think I need to switch to black, little Arthur. What did I see? I forgot. I feel like I saw something at Hobby Lobby that I wanted to tell you about. But also, I got buttons for my cardigan that I got at the thrift store, my white cardigan. I finally found some buttons that I was like, I think I want those. And they're yellow. It's kind of weird, but they're yellow smiley faces, but they're not like super bright. And they're silver, not like black and yellow. And I think they'll be like colorful, but just subtle enough that it won't really stand out too much on my white cardigan until I find like better, funner ones. But I only got 4, and it has 5 freaking buttons, you guys. I didn't know that. I just assumed it had an even number of buttons, and I thought it was 4. And then I got home, and I was like, yes, I'm going to cut the wait, it's 4. Wait, 5. Oh, crap. So anyway, I didn't get enough buttons, so I got to order more buttons. I need to order a clover hook, too, but they don't sell those at Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to have to make an order of both or go back, or I don't know. They had a clover hook, but it was the soft touch grip clover hooks with like the more square handles, like the beigey colored ones, the brown ones. And I've never used that, and it kind of, I don't know if I would like the shape of it. I just want the one I had. And my husband was like, why don't you get it? Because you're going to lose it probably again eventually, another one, and then you'll have this one. I was like, well, yeah. And then I just never went back and got it. So anyway, oh well. Oh, well, they have a Boston Terrier. I think my friend in high school, I think that's what she had, was a Boston Terrier. Some kind of terrier. What's her name? Oh, gosh, what was that dog's name? Why can't I remember right now? Chloe. Her name was Chloe. What is it, bug? Arthur's sniffing something. You do miss your little Pomeranian. They've been going miss 10, 12. Oh, no, I miss my parents' dog right now, especially. I've been missing her a lot lately. And she was my sister dog, and I grew up with her. And she was 13. And so I lived many years with her and my parents before I moved out. And so she was like my sister, and she was my sister dog. And no matter what, I'll never have another one like that, because I hopefully will never live back with my parents again. So, it'll be different when they get a new dog. It won't be my sister dog like this one was. And so I've been missing her a lot lately. And this is about the time of year that I would take her and babysit her while they go to the meetings and stuff that my dad had. And so I'm sad that I don't get to do that this year because she's not here. I know, it's okay. Mommy's all right. Hello, how are you doing, card collector? How are you? Sorry, I don't know your name to give you a name. I just know you as card collector. Hi. You okay? It's okay. I know, I'm just trying to keep my iPad away from you so you don't accidentally mark the pattern for me. I don't want you to mark a row I haven't done already. I'll give you some love. Hold on. I'll give you some love. You're a good boy. Would you like a blankie? Is that part of your problem too? You don't have any blankies to snuggle in. Let's give you the one that's under the cardigan. Whoop. Would you like this one? Let Mommy get the tapestry out of your way. There you go. I think you would. I think you're moving already. You want the blankie? No, you're going over there? I'll take it if you don't want it. Sure. Okay. Whatever. Whoops. Hold on. As you can tell, the light fell. It got dark real fast. All right. We're back. I did that. It wasn't you. It was Mama. Ow. I almost cramped my foot again. Hello. Welcome. Don't do shout outs, but I will tell you hello just because then everybody in there, everybody will be asking for one of those, and I know how that game works. I see other creators go through that, so I'm like, no thank you. I'm trying to look for the end of this. I'm trying to use this little ball of yarn that I have left of black so that I don't crack into the new one as long as I can. I feel like there's no need. I need to just use this. All right, hold on. Arthur, I believe it's time to switch, but I want to verify that I did the correct number because this is very important given it's a tapestry. So we'll count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That would be 20, and this is 21. Perfect. Gonna have to pull that one out though because I can't fit my hook in there. All right. Perfect. Just wanted to verify before I went on because I didn't want to mess up. Yeah, we're gonna switch back to black and do more of the nose. Let's see. I will show you. Give me 1 second here. Nose is itchy. All right. So I am working on a tapestry. There's a string in front. Where do we go? This is a crochet tapestry of a jack-o'-lantern. So I'm working on its nose right now. So this is the start of its triangle nose, and then it's gonna have 2 little triangle eyes, and I'm gonna hang some black tassels from it. And hi Aisha, how are you? And hang it from this wooden dowel, which I got this one at Dollar Tree, and these are pretty thick. Like, you can tell in comparison to my finger, like it's close, right? I mean, I have small hands, okay, but it's pretty thick. And I was using bamboo skewers from Walmart before, and they're very thin. And if the tapestry has any weight to it, it will start to bow or bow in the middle. So these from Dollar Tree are pretty good. The only problem is if you make a smaller tapestry, you're probably going to need like a little hand saw to cut this because, or some, I don't know what else you could use because it is too thick to like cut through with anything else, I think. But because normally with the skewers, I use like my garden shears to cut through them, and that works fine. But that is not going to work with that. And even if it somehow cut through it, it would leave a really bad jagged edge, so you'd have to sand it. So I would think you need a little saw. That's the only downside. But if you're making like a decent sized one, those are like a good option. And you get, I think, 2 or 4. I think that came with 4 that size, and then there's another size that comes with 2. I think something like that. They're probably $1.50 now that everything's becoming $1.50. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. It's sad though. It's just sad because I remember going to the Dollar Tree as a kid, right? And being so excited to like that I have like $5 and I could get 5 things. And now if that was the case, I would get like 2 things. It's so sad. I wonder what my great uncle would think about it. Because my great uncle started the Dollar Tree and K and K Toys, which then turned into KB Toys, were his 2 stores, and they sold them, so they don't have control over it anymore. So they have nothing to do with the price changes. A while after he passed, but it just sucks. I wonder what he would think about it. He was a very nice man, very, very, very nice man. Took care of his ailing wife with Alzheimer's. He was very, very, very sweet. 1, 2. Not a bad word to say about him. Never have heard a bad word about him either. And for somebody who obviously had a little bit of money. He was a very nice man, because money often changes people, even if they are good people. Sometimes money can change you, and that's sad, but it's just true sometimes. And thankfully, he was just a good old man always. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 10. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be cute. I don't know where I'm gonna hang it at exactly yet, you guys. I gotta figure that out. I have no plans for it at this current moment. I have a sign over here that says beware, and I could replace it with this if I want. I have a wreath on the front door, otherwise I would do that. I could try to stick it behind the wreath and see if the face sticks out. That's an option. Or sticks, like, you could see it through the middle of the wreath. That's an option, but I don't know about that. It might look weird. Um, I don't know. And I have lights in my windows that light up at night. I'm so excited. I finally got them all because I was like collecting the sets of lights or whatever over the weeks, and I finally got enough to put 2 sets in my windows upstairs and some downstairs, and they flash. Well, you can change the colors, but right now they're flashing orange at night. But the good thing is they're on a timer, so I don't have to turn them on every night, because that's the worst thing, is having to go to every window every night and turn on the lights. No, thank you. No, thank you. So we get the self-automated like timer ones. All right, cut the black. I hope this looks okay. It looks kind of funny. I know I did it right, but it's just, maybe I have to do another row. The next row of the nose just looks kind of odd, but I have to be doing it right because I counted correctly, and on each side it's like 1 stitch less. So that would be good for a triangle. This is pinching my head, you guys. Ow. It's cute, but it's tight. I need to stretch it out or something. Jeez. Ow. Better take that off before I get a headache. It didn't bother me until just like a minute ago, and I was like, ouchies. Usually I like something on my head to keep my bangs out of the way, but jeez. But jeez. No thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just go the rest of the length. I do, but I want to make sure it's right. 5, 6. This is so fun though, and easy. 7. I mean, it's a little annoying to have to stop and change colors, and I could see where if it was like a much more detailed project than this, it would also be very frustrating. However, I like this project because it is just the 2 colors, and I don't know. The worst part is probably the mouth, because that's like the most frequent color changes, and maybe the eyes will be the second worst, but it's not bad at all. I think, let me see who this pattern is by the way. Oops, I made a mark on my thing. I didn't mean to. Undo, undo, undo. Crap. I said undo. All right, maybe I can't undo that one. But anyway, so I like take my iPad and like, I don't know if you can see it, but I like scratch out the pattern. Anyway, that's not enough of the pattern to get you anywhere. But let's see. Black pumpkin. Who is it by? The Pleasant Pumpkin Wall Hanging. It's by Love and Stitch LLC. I guess that's all I see on here is Love and Stitch LLC on Etsy. Amanda Murray, Love and Stitch with two H's on the end, potentially. That one says, okay, no. Etsy, Love and Stitch Designs is what it is. Okay, sorry. I know that was very confusing, but there's like 4 different things throughout the pattern. So yes, I like it. It's very good. And like I said, there's a chart pattern if you're more into like counting the squares yourself. But then she also has the written pattern as well, where it's like 8 black, 12 orange, whatever. So you can follow either way. Right now I'm using the written because I don't want to count those squares while I'm talking. I did see in the mushroom video what the girl did. If you can't find, that kind of pattern and it's just a pixel grid, it's probably a good idea to go through your pixel grid and take a screenshot. And then go to your little drawing tool on your photos, like you're editing, and click the little marker or pen or whatever and draw on it. And you'll probably want to count, like for this, you'd want to count, how many this way. So like let's just, for example, it's 75. That's not right, but 75. Okay, so you'd write 75 in those squares, 75 orange, and then the 9 rows of 75 orange. And then you could write in there, 8 orange, 2 black, 6 orange, 8 black on the chart, so that you don't have to sit there every time and count. You've already counted it while you're crocheting it, if that makes sense. And also, it's good if you're going to use a chart to like maybe put an arrow that I'm crocheting this direction this time and this direction this row. Sometimes that's helpful too. So you know which way to like put your tails if that's confusing. So anyway, that's what like I said, the girl that did the mushroom video did. I'll have to include that in my description today. I didn't think about it before I started because it's been a minute. I didn't stream last week, but I will. I will put the video for the mushroom tapestry in the description. And I know like mushrooms aren't everybody's thing. It's not even necessarily my favorite thing. I do like them, but it's not my favorite thing. But it was a good video to learn. So I recommend it for that. As long as you have like 3 or 4 different colors of yarn, go for it. It's pretty easy. Where is the orange? I'm so confused. I see an orange tail. There it is. Okay, I was going in the wrong holes. I didn't pull this. That's what it is. Okay, gosh. I had a color change I didn't pull the loop on. I was like, why isn't it working? I was like, how did I cut it? Hello. Love orange. I do quite enjoy orange. It's not my favorite color, but I do really like it. I probably like yellow a little more than orange, and pink and purple and black. I like black a lot too. I like all the colors, but how are you doing? Crochet and knitting ideas, how are you? Are you working on anything today, anybody? Anybody got any plans for anything? Anybody working on anything? I would love to know. And don't forget, you guys, as long as you have been subscribed for a day, you can post pictures of your projects on my community page so that I can see what you're working on. So if you guys are ever working on anything and you tell me about it and you want to show me, you can visit my channel, and then there'll be a button that says visit community. And then from there, as long as you've been sub for a day or longer, you can post pictures and tell me about the stuff you're working on. So that's always really cool. I always love to see that, you guys. If I don't see it right away, it's only because for some reason YouTube doesn't notify me when people post there, and I don't know why. So what I'll have to do is just go in and manually check and remember, but I will, and I would love to see you guys' stuff. It may take me a day or two to go in and check, but I will, and I would love to see you guys' work. Always love to see what you guys are working on. Oh, you do, Moonrose? You have to tell me. Let's see. You found coffee and crochet. You did. I've heard of, I think I know, is that a channel, Moonrose? Coffee and crochet. That sounds familiar. That's something. I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I also can't remember. I've heard of a channel or something like that, maybe with that name. All right, you are totally gonna make a hexie because you love that. You just have to build up the courage. That could take a bit. Well, Magic Frog, I have questions. My first question is, let's see, have you ever made a granny square? Is my number one question. So I'll wait for a reply to that, and then and then we'll go from there. I just have a couple, but that's my main question: is have you made a granny square? And if you haven't, I would say make one. Traditional granny square, like four-sided, four-sided granny square. However you want to do it. Yes, old hat at granny squares. Okay, so you've made a hat out of granny squares. Perfect. Wonderful. You can do this. Have no doubts now. Literally, and I know, like, I don't know how you do it, okay? Because a lot of people do granny squares differently, as I have mentioned. Some people do different amounts of chains in the corners. Some people don't chain in between their clusters, is what they're called. of their double crochets, or some people even do half doubles and not doubles. I personally, it doesn't matter what you guys do, do your thing. If it works for you, some people's tension works out differently, and different things work better for them. But I do 3 double crochets, I chain 3, and then I do in the pink, and then 3 more double crochets, chain 3, 3 more double crochets, chain 3. I do that, and that's how I start going with mine. So I chain 3 in the corners, and then I chain 1 in between each cluster is where I'm getting. But all you do with a hexie is literally, instead of doing those 4 clusters, you're going to do 6 clusters. So however you make your 4 clusters, and I even start mine with a magic ring, which some people do and some people don't. I think Rosalie said she does, but I think she's the only other person that I know of who starts hers that way, but I'm sure other people do. I'm just more comfortable with it. So just make sure you weave in your ends really good, right? But I start it with a magic ring, and instead I just do 6 clusters of the 3 double crochets and do the same amount of chains, and everything, and then just keep going around just like you would with a normal granny square, putting those clusters in the spaces where you've chained, and keep going around basically until you get approximately the size you want. Like, I think for me, let's see, where did I stop? So right here, the black right here, I think that was my actual last row of like a hexie, and then I did more orange, 2 more rows of orange, 2 more rows of black, 2 more rows of orange, and 2 more rows of black before it was long enough for a sleeve. So you don't have to keep going to make it that long. It depends on how big it's going to be. Sometimes you don't have to add those on the sleeves. And you can do the same thing to the bottom. You can add more to the bottom as well if you have to. So always keep that in mind when you're like sizing it up. But try it on often, like pin it together, try it on if you're making both at the same time, both halves, try it on. And same thing with the 1/2. Try it on your arm, see how it's looking, think, do I want it longer this way, or do I just want it longer this way, or do I need it bigger both ways? And if you need it bigger both ways, then just keep going with it, Hello, Shabina. I hope I'm saying your name right. Arts and Craft World. Ooh, what do you do? Do you crochet, or do you do other arts and crafts? I would love to know. Welcome. Let's see. Amy, I have to learn how to show you what I've been working on your community tab. Yes, Rita. Yes, I would love to see. Her sister had a baby. Aww. Aww. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's see. Who was I watching the other day? There's gosh, I don't want to know, or I don't want to say the name wrong. There's a crocheter that does live streams on occasion who is pregnant, or at least was last time I saw. And I believe it's Refined Vibes. I may be totally wrong. That may be a different person. Refined Crochet, Refined Vibes, something like that. But she is expecting, as far as I know. And I've been in her chat a couple times. I've got to look back at Coffee and Crochet because I know that name, but I also don't feel like I've seen it in a while. So I need to see if I'm subbed to that person. You're good. I'm explaining things very fast and everything, but just know that it's not difficult, and it's very similar to a granny square, except you're just going to do more clusters. So more of the double or half doubles, whichever one you do. Hi, Miss Rivera. Like I said, I've had a lot of coffee, all the good things. So we're going to pull this back. I hope you're doing good, Miss Rivera. I hope you're having a good day at work and people aren't being crazy. Put this in here. I'm so distracted today, but it's okay. I'm having a good time, right? Let's get this coffee. I probably should just drink water. Maybe just water. Maybe just more water. Should drink more water anyway. You do crochet as well in your channel? That's awesome. I will have to check it out later. Especially if you are able to leave a comment somewhere, it's easy for me to go back and check out you guys' channel. Actually, I have a short, like 1 or 2 ago, where it's like welcome and meet your like introduce yourself kind of thing. And so if any of you guys are new here today and would like to like introduce yourselves, or you didn't say hi, or you want to say hi, or you want me to check out your channel or anything, you guys can look at that short. Like I said, I think it's either the last one or the one before, and there's a couple different images on it, but basically it asks you if you have a channel to introduce yourself, and so I would love to check out you guys' channels and stuff. Crazy, but you're good. Aw, they're good. Can't really see it, but this is Arthur's little tuchus right here, and Kitty is right there, about a foot from Arthur's head, laying on the little L of the couch over here. It's so funny. The cat almost acts like, other than walking across to visit me, the cat kind of acts like the rest of the couch doesn't exist. So he'll walk on it, but he won't really lay over here. He'll just lay on that like extended like L shape. It's so strange. I'm doing pretty good. I had a crazy day yesterday, but I'm trying to just take it easy today and probably the rest of the week, just considering everything. And at work, I mean, everything's good. Nothing's bad, but it's just a lot going on, and so hopefully everything else will be calmer this week, and that's what I'm gonna try to be. And I hope I can work on a lot of things. There is also a project that I need to finish that I realized the other day I have not sent yet, and I feel so bad that I realized that I hadn't sent the package yet. So I've got to send out a package. I was waiting on something to come to finish it, and then it came, and then I forgot about it. So I've got to finish it and send it because I feel really bad. They were here earlier, so I feel really bad. I'm pretty sure they are not right now, but I'm not going to say anything else because I just feel really bad. But I'm going to send it to them as soon as I can. It should be Monday when I send it to them. Hopefully, I can get it out by Monday. Because that should be the day I'm able to go to the post office. But and then I'll be all caught up on everything, and then I can do my little plan and get everything straight, and then I'll be able to tell you guys hopefully about it, and maybe you guys can check it out when I'm done with it. So I'm excited. But I feel like I'm more motivated now that things are kind of crazy at work to like get it done, because I've been kind of like hesitant about doing the thing, but now I feel like I'm gonna do the thing. You'll see. What do I need? Is this 24 or 23? I feel like I didn't. Let me count these. Hold on, that's how I can figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 10? Well, then I'm very confused right now. That is that. This says I'm on row 24. But then if that's the case, why are there only 10 black stitches? Shouldn't there be, did I pull all my loops? Shouldn't there be 11 black stitches? So there's 11 in that row and 11 in the second row and then 9 in that row. Okay, all right, well, we're gonna frog it a little bit because that is not correct. And I can't have it wrong, it's a tapestry. All right, hopefully there's enough yarn for me to make one more stitch, should be. If I didn't cut the tail too short, I didn't. I don't think. We'll see. I had forgotten one stitch right here, so I'm gonna try to get some tension on this and make 2 more stitches. This little tail. Have you guys ever done that where you cut yarn and you're like trying to get it around your finger, however you tension it, and you're like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can make a stitch because I can't get the yarn tensioned correct. Like, I guess I'm just gonna hold it with my hand because right now it's not gonna wrap around my finger. There we go. I got just enough, I think. Whew. Yep, just enough. Otherwise, I'd have to take that whole black section out, which would be okay. It's only like 10 stitches, but still, I don't want to do that. Toasty, guys. I've been so hot today, and I don't know why. I don't think I'm getting sick. I don't know. I haven't been anywhere in a couple. Well, I went to work yesterday, but other than that, I haven't been anywhere to get sick. But I was hot a little bit yesterday and very hot today. It's only 70 in the house. I feel like that's not too bad, right? Phew, not at all. Not compared to my parents' house. They keep it on like 78. Man, I can't deal with that. It's too hot. Not when I'm used to it being colder, because my husband likes it chilly. Aw, thank you, Magic. Oh, wait, good, Magic Frog. I'm glad. Glad you guys are connecting. Like I said, I will do that if I wasn't busy looking at my pattern. I might would look you up now, but I will definitely look you guys up later. Let's see. Especially if you guys visit my video and stuff, I can easily click on you guys that way. Because YouTube doesn't always upload the live chat. Have you guys ever noticed that? If you ever go back and watch like live streams that people put up, sometimes the live chats are there and sometimes they're not. And sometimes it like seems to take a while and then they're uploaded, like the live chats like afterwards. But then other times it's like they're never uploaded. And I don't know if there's like an option somewhere where you can not upload that people are clicking. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But sometimes I notice it's like not there. And I'm talking like even for like big creators, small creators, like anybody. So I don't understand how that works exactly. 1, 2. All right, so that's 11. Let me verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I don't like the way that looks per se, but it is correct. So we'll do it that way. 1, 2, 3. How many is this supposed to be? It is supposed to be 22. Okay, mark those out. All right, that was 3, yeah. 4. Thank you, Moonrose. I saw a notification pop up. I actually saw it pop up. So I will check it. I'll get ready to get out of here one more day. Woo. Get it, Miss Rivera. Good for you. Good for you. I was watching your video this morning while I was getting ready and waking up. It was good timing. 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 5. Yeah. 7. Yeah, I have noticed that too, Rita. I don't know what that is about. It's weird to me. Like I said, I wonder if there's like a button somewhere that I don't know about. That's like, do not put the live chat up on the upload or something. I don't know. It's just odd how sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it just takes a couple hours and then it's there. But then sometimes it'll be like months later and it's not there at all. I don't know. Very strange. It's not really super important, but I just feel like it's a little odd. Something I've noticed, I guess. Oops, thought I was tangled, but I'm not. Does it look okay on that side? Yeah. Didn't leave any tails on the front, did I? No. Okay. Like I said, if you're doing tapestry and you're new to it, I recommend very often checking the front side before you like finish the row to make sure you haven't left a little tail hanging out there. Because it happens. Sometimes they fall over, sneak back over to the other side. Ooh, we're finally getting more of it. It's hard to see. Let me put it on my pale forehead. See, there's a nose. There's a nose happening. All right. 22 is done. Let's do the next one, which is going to be not as narrow, which, yeah. Oh, there's only one row of that many. Okay, that's fine. It's just different. I thought there were 2. Good to go. We've had a ton of fun. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Magic Frog. I hope you do too. I appreciate you for coming. I said, you guys, Magic Frog is new to YouTube, and she has been doing really well and making a lot of videos, and has a really cute little froggy can cozy tutorial that I want to try. So if you guys are interested, you should look. All right, let's see. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I wished I could have stayed last night and played the bingo, but I was doing something with my husband. We were watching something or doing something, and I knew I couldn't. And I was like, dang it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I wanted to say hey, so I did, but I felt bad. I was like, I want to stay. 9 at Ivy's thing, 10. Because that was like, I don't even know what time that was. I just literally said hey and left because that was it. It was after I had been hanging out with Rosalie and the girls and everything and Michelle, and then I think I left there and I said hi. I think I said hi and bye at the same time in Ivy's. I said, I just want to say hi and bye, and here's a thumb. And but I wish I could have stayed. Maybe one night my husband will be watching football and I'll be able to stay. because we're just always watching something when he's home together usually. 5, 3, God, I can't count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, I'm trying to count by 2 so it's faster now. 11, 12, 13, 14. If we would pay attention, 15, and count the first time. 17. I did count 16. I shouldn't say it out loud. 18. 19. Dang it. Fell out of the thing. 19. 20. Again. 21. 22. And the last one. All right. Now, if I cannot be stuck. Oh, we had a good time at the comedy show this weekend as well. We went to see Jimmy Carr, who's one of my favorites that we have seen in person. He's a British comedian, which is why he probably does not sound familiar to anybody. But I recommend him if you're into like stand-up comedy and stuff. He's very funny. He is a little dirty, you know, if you're not really into the dirty jokes, but he's very funny. Jimmy Carr, but with 2 R's. Hey, baby. I'm sorry I didn't see you there until you meowed at me. I was concentrated on my yarn. Hi. Kitty's here. Hey, little one. Sweetheart. He's gotten a little feisty on occasion. Oh, it's okay, Arthur. It's okay. He's just Kitty. He didn't know what's going on. He was sleeping. I'm going to hide my neck from him because he's done it twice. Hey. See, he likes to do that, which is fine. He can rub on me. I don't care. I love that. It's very sweet. But then every once in a while, after rubbing him for a minute, he'll look at my neck and like look like he's gonna grab my neck, and it scares me. So I try to be careful. Yeah, you give me this look like you're gonna vampire me, and then yeah, don't do it now, please. Don't do it in front of the people. It's scary. And then he looks at me and he kind of backs up a little, and it's like I can't tell if he's going to step on my chest to love on me, but it looks like instead of a step with a straight foot, it looks like a sideways, like it's a slap or a grab. And I'm like, and nothing scares me more than his little sharp, devilish claws and teeth. So I'm like, yes, you never have hurt me, but it just scares me because you get that look that your mother used to get. Yes, before she got a little crazy. Yeah. He's trying to play. Is that what he's doing? Like I said, he just looks like he's about to grab my neck. And I'm like, please don't grab my neck. And that's what I was wondering the other day, Josie, is I literally thought, and I'm glad you're telling me that. And I know, you know, you're a good cat mama and you know things, you know. I've had a lot of cats, but I haven't had as many inside. And he's a special boy anyway. But I was thinking maybe it was he wants to play, you know, maybe he's getting in that playful mood, you know, or something. He just went and laid down. He's being a good boy. Yeah. Oh, he's twitching already a little bit. Ah, itchy. I got cat fur on me. Oh, kitty fur everywhere. All right. I love you, Death. I love it when he rubs on me, though. It's the sweetest. His little version of kisses, at least to me, that's what I call them. I know he's kind of marking me, but I consider him his little way of giving me kisses. And it's really cute. I don't know if he just did it because I wasn't paying attention, but I guess he did because I kissed him. But he'll put his little head down like this for me to kiss it. Because I'll kiss it and then he'll look at me and then he'll do it again. Like, do it again. I'm like, oh, be still, my little heart. He's the sweetest boy. There's something sweet about him. I don't know what it is, but he's extra sweet. It's sweet. They're sweet anyway, but he's an extra loving boy. I think he must be thankful for us saving him or something. I don't know. Dexter does it. But Mom, it's Halloween. I'm just trying to play with you. I know. Bye, bud. He's going to the other room. Call it acting cute to sucker you in for a play fight. Oh, okay. Okay. cut his nails since we play so much. I want to try. I'm nervous though. I've been trying to, and he's very good about like when you rub his feet and things, because I know just based on having dogs and things that animals, it's good to touch their feet often to get them used to that kind of thing, especially if you're going to plan on doing any kind of grooming, right? And so with Arthur, when he was a baby, I really tried to focus on holding his little paws when he was laying there napping and rubbing them and touching them. It didn't help. He still hates getting his nails trimmed. But I've done this similar thing with the cat as long as I've had him and tried to rub his little feet and hold them. And he doesn't mind at all rubbing and holding the feet a little bit. But I've got to work on trying to get his pressing, to get the little nails to come out just enough for me to, I've got to work on that kind of thing before I actually go in and, but I'm going to try. Because he does really, really good. The only thing that he has scratched that he has not, well, two things. He tried to scratch one thing, but he has stopped now. He used to try to scratch my husband's leather chair. He stopped, thankfully. But he still tries to occasionally scratch the carpet in the living room. He has a scratch thing in the other room. I need to get him one in here, but it would be nice to just have the claws not gone, obviously, because I don't want to declaw. But I wouldn't do that. But for so many reasons. But I also um, would just like to have them gone for like safety reasons, like you're saying, and also just protection of our furniture and carpet, right? Because you never know what they're doing when we're gone. Like last night, he was supposed to be in his half of the house, and he got into the rest of the house, which thankfully he was fine and he didn't do anything, didn't get into anything, but he could have, but thankfully he did not. What is this? What is this? I keep seeing things. It's that thing I keep seeing. Okay. I don't know what I was looking at. All right, Michaels, listen. Don't tell me right now about your free shipping on your Christmas trees. Thank you. Michaels has free shipping on Christmas trees if anybody's interested, okay? they just had to let me know about it, so I just have to let you know about it. It is what it is. I don't need one of those because we're getting a real one again this year, which is exciting because I've only ever had one real Christmas tree, which was last year, which was exciting. My husband was all about, we got to get a real tree. It's not Christmas unless we have a real tree. And so for the first time last year, we finally got us a real tree. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. It wants me to start it there and end here, but if I do that, it's not gonna, let me double check this. Maybe that's what it is. I don't like it. If not, I might move it. 2, 4, 6, 7. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. 16, 18, 20, 22. Oh, okay, it is moved over one. I did 22 again. I think I keep doing the under number thinking I'm going to change colors that way, and then I'm not doing it that way. All right, dang it, back to the tiny piece of thread to make a stitch, but this time I only have to do one. All right, here we go. That'll look better. I was confused. If I can pull that through. Still haven't found anything good to watch without, like, me and my husband have watched a couple good series and stuff, but I need to watch something else when I'm working on this later because I'm off work most of the week, so I need to work on some of this stuff, and hopefully I can find something to watch while I do it. I mean, I can watch YouTube, but I also run out of YouTube on occasion, to be honest. Like, run out of things to watch. Which one? Did I already cut it? Okay. Yeah, I forgot I did already cut it. I just need to pull it. That's what it is. Okay. Pull this one, and what's so big looking? No. I think I need 9. Let me mark these. Yeah. 2. What am I starting? Sorry, I missed it. Make it this gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Miss Rivera. Yeah, I had to do orange today to match the orange hexie and all that stuff. Oh, thank you. It's actually a big giant, like, I guess goes down like halfway down my chest. It's a big daisy chain that I made with seed beads. So they're little black flowers, and then I put like 4 little clear seed beads, and then like a bigger orange seed bead in the middle to make like a Halloween daisy chain. But the flowers have orange middles, you just can't tell. But I just folded it up and made it into a little bracelet. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I got lucky with the earrings and the necklace because they match, but I didn't buy them together. They both have little pumpkins that match. Got them at separate times and separate places, I think. Oops, why is that? There's a little pull. All right, that's 2, 3. Maybe we can actually see the nose without me putting it on my forehead now. 4, 5, let's see. 6. I am working on a little jack-o'-lantern, if that's what you were asking, though, Miss Rivera. It's a tapestry. I didn't show you yesterday because I finished last night, but I was going to show you. I haven't yet. But I think I told you that I wanted to make, I think you sent me something the other day, which is why I was thinking about it again, of a tapestry. And I told you that I wanted to make a yellow butterfly tapestry. So yesterday after my rough day, I came home. I was like, I need to focus on something else and decompress. So I learned how to do it and made this little mushroom. And then I bought a little pattern to make a jack-o'-lantern. So I got to do his little triangle nose, which I'm starting here, and his little triangle eyes. And then I'll put little black tassels on it, and then I'll hang it on the little wooden dowel and have a little art piece. But I'm so excited because that means I can make so many things. Like I could make like words, phrases, pictures. As long as it can be pixelated, it can be made, So I'm very excited because this is like opens the doors. I feel like for making people presents and things, like I just feel like I can make my dad like the team that he likes. I can make my husband the teams that he likes, and I can make like my friends things that they like. And I'm so excited. Can you guys tell that I'm excited? I really am though, you guys, because it really does. It just opens up so many possibilities to learn things like this. Because like I said, as long as you can pixelate it, you can do it, and that's pretty cool. Yes, hey baby. Hey, you wanna come back up? You wanna come back up? Yeah, you can. Come on. Come on. I'll rub you. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Come on, just don't tap my iPad and make it look like I did a row I didn't do yet. Let me put it over there. Arthur, it's okay. I know he's in your space. Oh, yes, it is. It's a whole new world, just like Ariel. Isn't that Ariel? Yeah, right? Ariel's a whole new world? Yeah, I think that's right. Don't fault me, you guys. I've literally never seen the entirety of The Little Mermaid. I know that's bad. I've also never seen the entirety of Beauty and the Beast, I don't think, unless I was at school, but I don't remember if we saw the whole thing. I remember we watched some of it. I'm sure you tapping my necklace. Where's your toy? I think it's over there. Would you like to get it? Your little ribbon toy, your rope. Let's call it a ribbon. That's not what it is. Hi. Hi. I love you. He is a sweet boy. Yes, I know. I should watch it because I've never actually seen the whole thing. I remember seeing a part of it one time when I was little at a friend's house, but she was like in the process when I like got there of watching it, I think. And so I've never actually seen it. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, just because like we didn't have like cable and all that kind of stuff growing up. But we eventually, when I got a little older, did go to like Blockbuster and stuff. Me and my dad would go rent movies sometimes. Um, Usually scary movies. When I got older on the weekends, I'd want to rent like Saw and Final Destination when I was in like high school, and other stuff too. Lizzie McGuire movie, random things, because I wanted to rewatch it, I guess. What came on this morning? Oh, they were playing Nelly this morning. You guys would really laugh at me, and I've said this before, but you guys, sometimes I wish that I was brave enough to just like have a little camera in the corner and just record me getting ready for stream. Because, for example, just one of the songs on my playlist this morning was Shake a Tail Feather, and I was over there dancing and setting up my light, and it was fun. I have a good time before I start, you guys. I try. It's always good to like decompress a little, right? So I do. I'll usually play music. Man, I was getting it this morning. One day I'll like share a playlist before because I have a ton of playlists. I just usually keep them private, but it was really funny. Yes, binging horror movies all month. That's what I should look for. And I can't remember, did my husband say he wanted to watch that? I have to ask him again tonight. Because I haven't seen, I used to love Sabrina the Teenage Witch, was like my favorite growing up, and I'll still watch an episode of that anytime. But even though I know them all, but I've never seen the new Sabrina series, so I was gonna watch that, and I can't remember if he said. I think he said to wait until like October, and so I think he was gonna watch it with me. So I'll wait to double check. But I do. That's what I could do is look through the like horror movies. I might do that. Ooh, I'm excited for the Ed Gein movie, you guys. I know that's like morbid, but if you're into the scary movies, you get it. The Ed Gein thing, I think it's on Netflix. Is it October 3rd? So 2 days. Yeah, I'm excited for that. It looks interesting, and it's a very crazy story. I've known about him for a long time, and it's just, whew. So I'm excited to see the movie and see like what happens. I haven't. Thankfully, it's been many years since I've read like exactly what happened, and I remember like details, but it's been a long time since I've read about the case and him. So it's going to be new to me again, which will be good. Because my husband was like, "Well, don't tell me," and I was like, "Well, this is all I know, and all I remember." And so he's excited about it too. But yeah, do I have a favorite? Ooh, I don't know. I used to really love the Final Destination and the Saw movies. Um, I want to watch The Shining again because I haven't seen it since I was a kid, which is odd. Don't know why my dad let me watch that. That's the one thing. They didn't let me watch anything when I was a kid that was bad. They were very good parents. They didn't let me watch. They wouldn't even let me watch Pretty Woman, okay? Because, Pretty Woman, right? Not appropriate for my child. So I couldn't watch Pretty Woman, but for some reason they let me watch The Shining. My dad's like, "No, I didn't." I said, "Yes, you did. I remember. I remember the plot, Dad. It was on TV and you were there, and I watched it, and I remember I was like 7." And he was like, "No," and he was like, "Well, I didn't know that's what it was or something." But back then, you didn't have like what it was on the TV, so maybe he really didn't know what it was, but it was The Shining. And so I would like to rewatch that. Actually, that's a good thing to put on my list too. If I can find it. I think last time I looked for it, it wasn't on any of the like 5 streaming services that we have, which I was like kind of confused by because I thought it would be, but maybe it is now. I don't know because we have like Paramount, Netflix, Peacock, Hulu. We got a lot of them, so I don't know. You would think it would be on one of those, right? It's a very popular movie. I don't know. Gosh, I wish there's a couple like random movies that I've seen that were really good, and I just can't remember. There's one that I can think of, but I can't remember what the name of it would be. Mm. And I've seen a lot of like the older ones, like the Chuckies, which isn't that old, but like Pet Cemetery and things like that. I watched that one not that long ago actually because I had always heard about it but never actually seen it. So yeah, I like them. I used to be more tolerable of things like that. I don't know. As I've gotten older, like my tolerance for gore, I guess, has gone down. But because I used to be able to watch like medical things very calmly with no problem, but now I might squirm a bit. Where did my tapestry go? Is it in my lap? It's in my lap. I don't know why. I didn't think it was in my lap. I really thought it was down there with the yarn. Did I ever watch Pulp Fiction? No, I've never seen that. You went to the theater to watch it and your son was only 7 or 8. But I've seen some scenes from it, so I do know it's probably not appropriate for a 7-year-old. Oh my goodness. Because I know there's a lot of I don't want to do the motion, sorry. Just I was waving. I didn't do that. But there's a lot of the pews, right, in that movie, I think. based on like the scene or two I think that I've seen probably. And that's probably the least of it. There's probably more, right? So yeah, but you didn't know. You didn't know. And you did the right thing, right? You took him out. It's not like you just were like, oh well, and just stayed, So you did what you could when you found out, You were like, all right, we're not gonna stay for this. 2, 4, it's black, it's hard to see. 6, 8. Okay, so I need one more. Really? Just one more stitch? Am I sure? Are you sure? See, it keeps working out looking funny, but I swear. Let me double check. What is this one supposed? Oh crap, I can't see because I drew over it already because I did it already. Marker, come back. As you can tell, I'm still not the best with my iPad sometimes. Let me just erase it. Erase. It was 23. Okay, get the marker back. I swear I counted it already to make sure, but maybe I didn't count it right. 2, maybe I thought it was a different number. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. It's 22, that's why. All right. I keep doing that. I'm always one off. I swear. I think it's because I'm used to the color change thing being different. Because I keep being one off every time. I'm not doing that when I'm not on live stream. Just have to be done when I'm here, in front of everyone. But you know what? It's okay because I'd rather be here chatting with you guys than just doing it by myself, even though I'm faster by myself. I like to hang out with you guys for a little while, and then I'll get back to it by myself and speed along. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was other things we did and we're going to talk about, and I don't know what they were. Showed you guys the beads for the new bag, and I think that'll be the last swirl of that pattern swirl anyway that I do for now, unless somebody specifically like wants a specific color. I'm going to put some of the let me see, get them these up for sale. When I get that set up, I'm going to sell some of these beaded bags, and then like I said, I'm going to do the pink one soon here. I'm probably going to string them up maybe after I get off of here if I have time. I need to go do some other stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to have time today. I need to go see my parents. I don't know. I was going to go see him this afternoon, but I also have to do some other stuff, so I got to go see. It may depend on when my husband's coming home, because we have pork chops to cook tonight, and he is going to cook the pork chops, and I'm cooking the sides. So I kind of need to be here, and I think one of the sides might take like an hour because it's potatoes au gratin, and I'm not sure how long that takes, but I got to look. But it might take like 45 minutes, an hour or so, I feel like. So I need to check. That's a good idea, actually, after I do this. I'm very thankful for you guys. I haven't looked. Does anybody want to look and tell me what the subscriber number is? Because the goal for today was to get like maybe one. I forgot to put a comment. I was gonna pin a comment. Oops. But the goal for me today kind of was to hit maybe 705 would be like the biggest hope, so that I'm put back over the 700 by a couple. 705, really? Oh, yay! Good. See, I just said I was hoping for that. Awesome. I almost said 06, and I was like, no, that's too much. Let's hope for 5. So good. Yay. I'm still going to be, patiently optimistic, but good. Thank you. Oh my goodness, what did your husband say? Oh, your husband said the movie wouldn't be that bad. Oh no. It was him. Oh, it's gonna be fine. No. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. All right, so that's 23. So now I can finally do the 9. I am terrible at counting these things. I've got to get better again at counting on stream. I used to be, at first I wasn't very good, and then I got better at it. And now when I'm on stream, I'm bad at counting again. So I got to get better at it. 6. What I need to also do is stop doing that. 7, 8 is also stop talking in the middle of counting. I just need to count and then talk. But that's very hard for the lady with the ADD, real bad. All right. So that's supposed to be 9, but I want to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh my gosh, it's still off by 1. I think I pulled it and didn't realize what I did was I pulled the last stitch and didn't realize I pulled that one. And so I thought that I added one more, but really I just added back the one I accidentally pulled out. So anyway, there we go. Now it's fixed. Struggle bus today. Where's my sticker? Where's my sticker? Here we go. Today we are, I know it's backwards, okay, but we are riding the struggle bus, okay? That's what I'm doing today. This week so far has been a ride of the struggle bus. But you know what? There's probably another one on here with another good motto that says that we're still going to find the beauty in every day and do what makes you happy. Okay, see, there we go. So we're crocheting. Oh, good, Miss Rivera. I'm glad. Thank you for being here. All right, so that's done. Now I can switch back over finally to the black again. All right, excellent. I'm hoping to fix this. I am going to have to go in a few minutes because I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the afternoon. And like I said, I've got a whole list of things that I also need to accomplish or would love to accomplish today. Some I need to accomplish today, but also I need to go see my parents because they have asked me to. But it really could wait until tomorrow because all they want is for me to get the Halloween decorations out of the attic, and I think it can wait until tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I think, but I don't know that they're gonna think that way. So we'll just have to see. It may depend on how mom is feeling. If she's feeling good, I might just go. But if not, then I'll just wait until tomorrow because I'd like her to be able to like go through it. All right. Good. Switched over to the black. Let's make our first stitch and pull the loop for our color change here. Now it should look right, finally. I'm glad I realized it didn't look right. That's the good thing about this pattern too, because it's so simple that it's pretty obvious that something's not right. So this one probably is not a terrible one to do on live stream. Some of the other ones I wanted to buy would have been a bad idea because it would have just been too much. Too many color changes, too much counting and talking. But I will do those at some point. I don't know if I'll do them this year, but I would love to do the jack-o'-lantern with the witch hat and the cat with the thing as well. I think those would both be cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I need 9, but let me check. Yes. 9, and then I need 22. Pull this. I'm getting hot again, Arthur, I swear. It's not hot outside, I don't think, because the AC is on 70. It hasn't come back on again. But it may be humid a little. It's been very humid lately. All right, let me do that. I'm surprised nobody has showed up to my house. I think my friend is in town, and I'm kind of surprised she hasn't come over. I think she's still in town. She was yesterday. She doesn't normally just come over without asking, but it's a lot going on, so I felt like she might. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, though. Let's pull this through. Reattach the orange, and then I need to put 2 little knots in there so that I can cut those tails later. Like I said, I think putting a scrap of orange fabric or black fabric on the back will solve my little ugly back problem, and then I'll block it first and then sew something onto the back and then be okay, I think. Because I don't have to. I mean, nobody's going to see it but me. But if it was for a customer, I would want it nice looking on the back. So that's why I want to practice like lining it, kind of. I guess lining it. I'm not sure if that's what you'd call it. Aw, I'm sorry, Rosalie, if I missed you, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, Rosalie. The very talented Rosalie, everyone. Gosh, she made a scarecrow. Oh my God. I'm impressed with your work when I show my husband because my husband doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't care, but he's a man and it's not his thing, right? So he cares when it's mine and stuff, but he doesn't often care a whole lot about other crochet unless it's like really cool. But I had to show him her scarecrow, and I love it. It is so good, and I love the details and how like the little yarn pieces are coming out of the arms and the feet, like out of the outfit. Oh my god, I just love it. Looks like little straw coming out. It's a very good job. If you guys haven't seen it, you'll have to look. It's on her shorts page. It might be a little further back now, but not too far. It's very, very good. Where is my, right here. Hook. All right, it's right here. Let's finish this out with some orange and then go. The next 4 rows are basically the same. I'm trying to see how many rows this is total. I didn't even look at the whole pattern yet, but I don't want to mess it up right now. Wait. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, and thank you. And you guys, for now anyway, we have 700 lovely community members, and I'm so thankful for all you guys. I've met so many wonderful people here, and like I said the other day in my little post, I have truly met so many wonderful people here. And so I had a rough start, but I met a lot of really great people and so many creative people, and have learned so much. And I'm just really grateful for all you guys. I really, really am. And I never thought much of, like I always wanted to do this, but I never thought that I could. And I always thought, even when I wanted to, I thought I would do it if I could like wear a mask or something, like I would make up these dumb excuses like why I shouldn't do it or whatever. And I finally did. And I'm so glad that I did, you guys, because I met so many of you, and I really am so glad. And I always say a lot of times I would be crocheting anyway. I'd be working on these projects anyway. And so why not come on here and hang out with you guys and meet you guys? And if I end up selling something, that's cool too. Meet people that buy something, that's awesome too, right? That's just a bonus too. But it's really about doing the crochet and meeting people and learning things and all that fun stuff. And I'm very, very thankful for you guys. Really, really am. You guys, I won't cry, but the other week you guys made me feel so special. When I came into you guys' streams and you guys' chats, you made me feel so special. You really did. Like, I don't want to say you made me feel like a celebrity, but some of you guys really did. You were like, oh my God, she's here. Like, oh my God, Amy's here, Like, it made me feel so special. And I love you guys. I really do. These are happy tears, I swear. But you guys did, really, seriously. That happened so many times that week. I just had to say something that you guys always do. You're always so sweet. And like I said, for me to just go in there and you guys just act like that, it just made me so, like, just feel so loved and so crazy. And there was another chat that I went into where it was these 2 young girls, and they were really excited that I was there in their stream, and it was just so sweet. Let me get my little poof. I've learned, get my little powder poof. Absorb the tears. But you guys really have made me feel so special. And I don't deserve it, you guys. You guys are so sweet to me. But you really did. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Miss Rivera. And thank you, Vita. Oh, but really, you guys, it did. I swear, it just made me feel so special. And I don't know, it was something too about those little girls really made me feel special, because I remember feeling like that about people, and still do, but it just made me feel so special. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and we'll chill for just a second. I'll chill, but we're going to go in just a second, but I just wanted to say that I really do, really appreciate you guys. I never thought that we would be here with 700 people. How cool is that? So I'm excited, and I'm so thankful for the group of people, you know. I have so many wonderful people, and the world is full of so many different kinds of people, and I love that. But it's also so nice to have a little community with like nice people, you know, and people that are interested in the same kinds of things or just interested in you or whatever it is. And I like it. And I'm glad to be a small little channel because I've heard other people say, and I totally agree. With big channels, you can be in their chat, but it's not the same experience as being in a small channels chat. You know what I mean? It's different. I think we all get that, right? You don't it's not the acknowledgement, but it's more like the closeness and like that you know each other and you ask each other how you are and you actually get to see the response from the person, right? And you know, you see these people on a regular basis, you recognize their names. It's not like thousands of people in a chat and you don't know any of them really, you know. I don't know, so I really just like having this little channel, and I hope it stays that way. Honestly, I like having the little knit channel with all of us being close, and I like it that way. I like introducing and meeting new people, of course, but I hope that it always stays a nice close knit kind of small feeling community, you know. I like that and I appreciate that. That's off that face. That's right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Rivera. I love you too. Oh, that's right. Yes, I feel like it is. I feel like you're right. It's gotta be. It's gotta be important. It's important to always like what is it about really, other than if you're not like engaging with your community. That's a big part of it, right? For me, it is anyway. I feel like I always try to see comments and reply and just be in people's videos, chats, comments as much as I possibly can. I try to. I always try. I'm not perfect, but I try to be there as much as I can for people. And a lot of times things can be different and you may not see the notifications or whatever, but I try to be there when I can and when I see them. And so I just hope that everything just stays this way and is good because I really like it. And I'm real thankful for you guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to show this one more time and then I don't know how far, my nose is running. I had to wipe it on this tissue over here, put it in the trash. Okay, so move the blanket too. All right, so I am going to finish the stitch and then I'll show it to you guys. And so hopefully, I don't know if I'll be finished, but maybe by Thursday, since I'm like halfway done now, we will see. So we got the nose going, got the mouth going. If I do decide to cheat, as I call it, and take some of the tails and like sew over some of the little spots that aren't perfect looking with the color changes, I will try to take a picture before I do it so that we can see the like before and after, but I may not do it because I kind of just want to keep this one as it is as my first like big one, and maybe just try to improve on different techniques or something, because I feel like sewing it is kind of cheating. But I'm really excited about learning this new tapestry thing, and I'm excited to do all kinds of tapestry designs. So I guess whenever I don't have anything else going on, I can make a new tapestry design. And I'm going to start stringing the beads for the purse. So we'll have that to work on soon, the pink one. And then hopefully, if I learn to put the zipper in the purse, there's a wallet pattern that I want to learn. And that has a zipper and everything. So hopefully this will help me like learn. And I'll be able to make a wallet to go in the purse, which would be really cool, a beaded wallet. And that'll be cheaper too and easier like for people to be able to purchase than a beaded bag because they're pretty expensive. So like a wallet would be a more economical thing for people to purchase, right? Or a little pouch, you know? So I'm gonna work on that too very soon. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. And yeah, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Wait, what's today? I'm so confused. Tuesday. I went to work yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. I might see you guys tomorrow. It just depends. I'll let you guys know. I'll make a post. If I do, it'll be about the same time, lunchtime, Eastern Standard Time, around 12-ish. But I will let you guys know. I'll try to make a post, and I will see you guys. Let's see you guys maybe tomorrow, and I'm gonna do my little spiel. All right, if you have not already, please subscribe and hit your notification bell so that you get notified when I do go live, because I do go live usually twice a week. Hope to do more Saturday live soon. I've just had a lot of shows and things going on in the past few Saturdays. So depending on what I have going on, maybe Saturday this Saturday, live this Saturday, Saturday this Saturday. Uh, but other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Please hit the like button on your way out if you have not already. It does help me out. If you guys come back, leave comments. If you ever rewatch, leave comments. I like to see. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to visit the community. Go to my channel, hit visit community, and leave me a picture of what you're working on. I would love to see it. I'm going to check later. All right. Bye, guys.